So our next guest, when the pandemic hit, he stepped up and he bridged the leadership gap, guiding thousands of agents through some of the most uncertain times that our industry has ever faced. From humble beginnings in Cleveland, he's risen to become an internationally recognized innovator. Alongside his brother, they launched the business in 2018, and today he travels across North America, shaping the very future of real estate. He is the founder and CEO of Krem AI, leading the charge in the AI revolution that is transforming the real estate industry. All of us are feeling the impact of AI, is that correct? Yes? None of us, seriously? Come on, hands. AI, yes. See? Everybody needs to know this. Now he's on a mission. We have a lot of people on missions today. To help agents harness the power of AI and take over their markets during the greatest technological shift of our lifetime. Charlotte, get loud, help me welcome Nick Krem to the stage.
Let's go. What's up, family? So I got 15 minutes to talk to you guys about the greatest technological advancement in human history. Thankfully, I learned from some great people of collaborating with them by a guy by the name of Jay Kinder, and he taught me to give you agents one thing. Yeah, give it up for Jay, man. He's gonna be coming on next. But he taught me to give you guys one thing, the minimal effective dose. What's the smallest amount you need to know to be dangerous? Because family, we are all alive for artificial intelligence getting introduced to humanity. How exciting is that? So what I'm gonna give you guys is how you can unlock your exponential potential using AI. Because it is still you versus you. You'll start to notice a lot of the same principles we've been learning are what we're gonna talk about. But it is now you versus the exponential version of yourself that you can become. And big decisions happen at big events. 7 years ago, I was at that Key West mastermind that James Massey was talking about. Al Stasek here actually snuck me in. I wasn't supposed to be there. I was calling 15 hours a day at a call center, and he snuck me into this mastermind. And something amazing happened. I started to believe in myself. And my brother and I, we went back into the room and we're like, we can figure this out. And I did what most people do, is I started mapping out like a mad person, all the different things we were gonna start doing. And my brother, that you guys might meet, he let me go. And I was like a mad scientist. And then he stopped at the end and he said, what makes you think you can do anything better than what they just told us? He's like, show me your proof, show me how much money you made. And I got quiet, because it wasn't a lot. And he's like, what if we just did exactly what they said? And that's exactly what we did. And we grew our 2 businesses internationally in all 50 states after that too. The reason I'm bringing this up is because you all have a decision to make here, how you collaborate and think with AI. What I don't want anybody here to do is leave here and spend more time behind a computer and less time communicating with your clients. Because if you do that, I have failed you. AI is your collaborator. So getting into this, we first have to understand this is exponential technology. Everything up until this point has been linear. That's how our human brains work. One thing after the next, after the next. I mean, even social media and the internet are linear technology. AI does not play by the same rules. Does not play by the same rules. Everything about it is exponential. How many people here see more AI ads than you care for? Like every single day, there's a new technology that is going to change your life. And then in your DMs, you have to try this tool and you have to try this tool. That is the linear path to doom, because it will take your attention and go everywhere else. With exponential technology comes exponential shiny objects. And I'll tell you what, it is not slowing down, it is only speeding up. So you have to break free from the linear thinking of thinking if you don't have this tool, you are missing out. Do you guys remember when they were saying if you don't build an AI chatbot, you're gonna be left behind? How many people here CRM has an AI chatbot built into it? Whoa, would you look at that? And all this technology is now being given to you. So there's this quote, survival of the fittest, but that's not the real quote. The real quote is this: it is not the strongest of a species, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one most adaptable to change. It's not the strongest nor the most intelligent, it's the one most adaptable to change. And family, everybody here is going to be asked to adapt faster than any other living organism has been asked to adapt. Because it's not just AI, it is crypto, it is robotics, it is blockchain, it is CRISPR getting integrated into your AI, reading your DNA. And they're working to create designer babies, where they'll be like, hey, Nick, do you want your baby to have your hair? And I'll be like, no, let's use the other person's DNA for that. And literally be able to build this. The world, as we know, it's gonna get a heck of a lot weirder. China just okayed 2 autonomous flying cars to start taking off and into their areas. So with all of this happening, how can we adopt the right mindset? So here's the mindset that you must adopt with AI. Good and getting better. Good and getting better. They got 50 of the smartest AI minds in one room, and they asked, where's this gonna be in 5 years? And you know what they told them? We have no freaking clue. You will never be a master of AI. You will never know everything about it, because the moment that you do, it's going to advance and it's going to advance and it's going to keep changing. But you just simply have to have the mindset of good and getting better and keep collaborating with it. And I believe this is going to be what's happening to the world. It's going to start splitting in 2 different areas. You will either transcend with this technology or you will descend with it. What I mean by that, with exponential technology comes exponential distractions. What you see online, seeing is no longer believing. Meta, AI, Facebook, they've already announced they've released millions of AI agents onto Facebook. What does that mean? Have you guys ever been in a comment section and you're like, man, how could people be that crazy and really thinking that? And then you see people argue back and forth. There's a good chance you might be arguing with an AI agent online. And seeing is no longer believing. All the videos and things that are coming out, you can release millions of AI agents to talk about it. If you are doom scrolling and that's your one bad habit, AI is going to make that exponential. If you like watching TV and going onto that route, you can do work quick with AI and then go watch more TV. You have to make the decision to get rid of your bad habits, because AI will make them exponential. With social media, I just have a question for you guys. With social media, as a society, as the human race, do you think we passed or failed the litmus test for using it for good? Failed. We see kind of what's happening with kids. I know they were talking about that earlier. What's happening with kids, how people are integrating it. Again, AI is going to make that exponential. How you decide to collaborate and use AI will affect more than your lives. More than your business's lives and your agents' lives. It will affect your kids' lives. If you are using it to descend and to be more on social media, to talk to AI back and forth like a companion, your kids will start doing the same thing. You have to make the decision to start cutting off those bad habits. Has anybody here heard the phrase, AI is not coming for your job, an agent using AI is coming for your job? Has anybody heard that? Yeah. Here's the thing when I think of that. Yeah, give an average agent AI and have them come beat me, because that's not going to happen, right? AI is not coming for your job, it's coming for your excuses. It's coming for your excuses. I don't know how to do that. That is BS. You have a PhD in your pocket on any topic that you want. And here's the simple prompt that will help you access that PhD. And this works universally. Act as, my goal is, ask me one question at a time until you have a full understanding to move forward. Act as, my goal is, ask me one question at a time until you have a full understanding to move forward. And yes, this can be used in your business. But I also say there's a client that we worked with, and we'll just call him John. John's dad was given less than a year to live because of internal bleeding. And one of my mentors always says, if your problems can be solved by money, you don't have any real problems. Well, he had enough money and he can go to all the specialists he wanted. They were giving him about the same answer. But he didn't take that. He's like, no, there's got to be a way. And he's not an AI expert, but he just followed that sequence. He uploaded all the test results into ChatGPT. And he said, act as a leading expert in this medical field. I want you to pool information from Eastern philosophy, Western philosophy, and the entire medical data. My goal is to come up with a solution for my dad to actually be able to live and to go find an exact 1, 2, 3. I don't know the exact prompt in that format, but he laid out what his goal wanted to be. And then he simply collaborated with AI to find a solution. But this is the big part too. You don't just take that information and go give it to your dad. He went back to the experts. You're supposed to collaborate with this. And they looked at it and said, that is a great plan. And now his dad is on track to actually live for another 6 to 7 years and be healthy during that time. So how you collaborate with this technology matters. I'm looking at the time. I don't have time to go through all the tools here, but we do have a specific set of tools that we do recommend. If you want to go to tools.krem.ai, it has prompts, and it has just basically our suite of different AI tools that you guys can check out. This was one of the ones. So Suno.com is one of my personal favorite. What if every one of your listings had a personal music video, where you can literally just talk to ChatGPT with your listing description and have it build out a music video for each one of your listings. And it worked great for buyers as well. If you're talking with a buyer and they tell you their home goals, they're moving with their family, you can literally have Suno.com create a custom song for them. And one of our clients had over 2,200 views that they sent over to their buyer's client because they just kept sending it out to more and more people. So this one's called Suno.com. Suno.com creates free music for you at scale.
What if I told you that
the last tool that I really want to cover is HeyGen.com. HeyGen.com is an AI video avatar of yourself. It looks like you, it sounds like you, and it can shoot videos for you. And I know that might be a little bit hearsay, like, oh, I don't want an AI avatar of myself. But one of our clients, he started a YouTube channel. You can look him up, Phil Slezak. Phil Slezak started his YouTube channel 8 months ago, has 3,700 subscribers, and every video on his YouTube channel is an AI avatar of himself. His VA goes into it, finds the right keywords, finds the right blogs, finds every right SEO, and builds it all out for him.
And here's the thing, you're not alone in this.
So when we talk about unlocking your exponential version of yourself, I just want to say one thing. There's no AI that can fix your bad habits. It doesn't exist. And I know marketing companies will tell you, you don't have to work so hard. And if somebody is telling you that, run. Run. Because there's no AI that can fix your bad habits. Now that I got 2.5 minutes left, I saved the best for last, Operation Takeover. So I want to share with you guys how I have personally used AI to create the exponential version of myself. 2 years ago, I would have looked a heck of a lot different up here on this stage. I was 75 pounds heavier. I was smoking cigs, I was drinking, and my life wasn't really that great. But, you know, on the outside it looked great. And Operation Takeover can really be broken down to me in one phrase. You'll never be more confused that when people are patting you on the back and telling you how great you're doing, and you know you got more left in the tank. You know you got more left in the tank. So here's a prompt that can help you cast your exponential future. So when you leave this event, take 3 things that you want to start doing after this. Whether it's posting on YouTube once a week, whether it is calling your database, 20 people in your database every single day after this. And then use this prompt to cast your exponential future. Based on what you know about me, tell me a story of what my life would look like if I knocked out my daily activities every single day. Paint a picture of the most grand version of myself, my business and personal life. And what ChatGPT will do is it will take your 3 habits and it will show you by simple daily habits what that can compound to over time. And it creates a great story for you, right? But then here is the gut check moment. Based on what you know about me, be brutally honest. Tell me a story of what my life would look like if I didn't stay consistent, if I kept chasing new shiny objects. Paint a version of missed opportunities. Family, this works great. If you guys have a team, sit down with your agents and say, hey, I told you to call 20 people a day. Let's take a look at what your life would look like if you don't do that. You keep chasing shiny objects. And this, it won't tell you you're going to be homeless. But it's going to paint a story of what average looks like in your life. Waking up with anxiety and fear. What I recommend is you hit that button and click read aloud. Listen to those versions of yourself. The 2 versions, the one who decides to take over or the one who stays the same. And this next part is how I literally rewired my brain using AI. because I watched a video by the guy named of Earl Nightingale. Does anybody know Earl Nightingale? Yeah. His video is The Strangest Secret. And you know what it is? You get what you think about most of the time. You get what you think about most of the time. If you guys ever read Think and Grow Rich, they talk about the 10 different ways to rewire your brain and your thinking. You know what number 4 is? Music. So I took that 5-year version of myself, of who I could become if I just did those daily activities. I went to ChatGPT and said, now write me a song in the style of Eminem. And it took my 5-year vision and it wrote me a song in the style of Eminem. And then I created a custom song about me, my goals, my future, who I want to become, that I listen to every single day. And here it is. Let's turn that up a little bit. Woke up 5:30 sharp, like it's made of glass. Used to chase comfort, now I fast just to feel the pain. Working on it. It's my favorite line right here. Had to choose between the party life or CEO. And now I have my custom song running through my head, playing it over and over and over and over again, listening to my goals, listening to my future, if I just stay consistent. There you go. Look, family, I have songs when I feel overwhelmed. I have songs when I feel anxiety. I have songs for my 20-year vision, my 10-year vision, for my team, my core values, my beliefs. And that's what I choose to listen to every single day to tap into that exponential version of myself. So 3 takeaways from this. Adopt the mindset of good and getting better. You will never be an expert in AI because the moment you feel like you are, it's going to change, it's going to grow. Stay in learner mode and be good and getting better. There is no AI that can fix your bad habits. And the moment a company is telling you all that, run. Because a little known stat, 95% of AI companies are actually failing right now, based on an MIT study. Why? Because they're prying at all your bad habits and excuses. And 3, identify your takeover and align everything in your life, including music, towards that goal and be relentless. Thank you guys, and this is Operation Takeover.